Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are covering the matrix method of analysis. In this video, we will start from basic, then thereafter we will analyze various types of numerical. So in this video, we will mainly focus on flexibility method. So let's start. Matrix method is an advanced method which can be applied to any structure or machinery so as to understand its response to various types of load. This method allows an engineer to feed various parameters such as bending moment, slope, reaction, etc. at any section of complex structure in computer so as to get proper response or behavior of that structure using standard softwares. These parameters are fed in arrays as in a form of matrix. Matrix method includes two methods. First is flexibility method, second is stiffness method. Flexibility method is a force method, whereas stiffness matrix method is a displacement method. In flexibility method, forces or reaction are taken as unknown, but in stiffness method, joint displacement are taken as unknowns. Flexibility method is suitable when static indeterminacy is smaller than kinematic indeterminacy, whereas in stiffness matrix method, it is suitable when kinematic indeterminacy is smaller than static indeterminacy. Now let's understand properties of flexibility and stiffness matrices. So the first property says these are always square matrix. That means it will be always in n into n form, which always makes a square matrix. Second point, diagonals are always positive. Here ABC are the diagonal of this square matrix, and this ABC values will be always positive. Third point, these are always symmetrical about diagonal. It means transpose of flexibility or stiffness matrix are same as matrices. If we will transpose this matrix, we will find these and the transposed matrix is same. Now let's understand flexibility method. Consider a simple bar subjected to a pull. So due to this pull, this bar will elongate and we will nominate as delta. So we know delta is equals to PL upon AE. We can write the same formula in this way too. Here AE by L is your axial stiffness, which can be written as K. Therefore, we can write delta should be equals to P by stiffness. Now, if this P force is considered as unit force, then delta will become 1 by K, and this inverse stiffness is represented as F. Therefore, flexibility is defined as displacement produced by unit force. Now let's understand how to develop a flexibility matrix. So to understand procedure to develop flexibility matrix, first we have to understand progression of the matrix. So consider a 3 by 3 matrix in which they have there are 9 elements. These vertical elements are known as columns. Elements are nominated somehow like this. That is F21. Here 1 indicates direction of unit load applied, whereas 2 indicates direction of displacement measured. So whenever we have to start or to develop a flexibility matrix, we have to start from column 1. So to generate first column of flexibility matrix, apply unit load in direction 1 only. 1 only. And measure deflection in all direction. Similarly, if we have to obtain or we have to generate second column of the flexibility matrix, apply unit load in direction 2 only and measure the deflections in all direction. Similarly, we can find many of the columns as per given condition. So let's understand with a simple example. So here we have the question. The question says that find its flexibility matrix in which there are 2 coordinates, that is 1 and 2. Therefore, the size of the matrix will be 2 by 2. Therefore, to generate first column of the flexibility matrix, we have to apply unit load at direction 1 only. Therefore, flexibility at 1 due to unit load applied at 1 will be equals to PL upon AE, where P is 1. Therefore, it will be equals to L upon AE. Now, flexibility at 2 due to unit load applied at 1. Since direction of force is this side, therefore deflection will be in the same direction. There will be no deflection transversely. Therefore, it will be 0. Now, flexibility at 1 when unit load is applied at 2. So, when unit load is applied at 2, then it will deflect in the direction of 2 only, that is transversely. But it will not deflect horizontally. Therefore, it will be 0. Now, to find flexibility at 2 due to unit load applied at 2, we know that a cantilever beam subjected to force at its ends deflects by PL cube by 3EI. That's why in this case it will deflect PL cube by 3EI, where P is 1. Therefore, it will be equals to L cube by 3EI. Therefore, the matrix for these coordinates will be F11 will be L by A, F21 will be 0, F12 will be 0, and F22 will be L cube by 3EI. So friends, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, please subscribe, share and like. Thank you.